for the half VW. It's kind of the traditional way to do the oil cooler on this. When I was at the store, I found out I just can't get the aluminum tube anymore, and I was looking at the copper pipe. And I understand there's challenges around getting the copper pipe to wrap around this. If you've got the right shop and the tools, I've seen the videos where they wrap it really well. And you know, I know there's challenges. It's easy to kink, and if you kink it, you got to start all over, right? You basically throw out that 8 or 9 feet that you bought. So I'm going to keep this as is, simplify from there, and I'm going to swap out with this used motorcycle oil cooler. Tim Van Ackeren, local guy, VW genius, all that kind of good stuff. He was kind enough to offer me this. He had several from past projects and motorcycles that he had. So, you know, made the offer here. This says it's a Lockhart. And let me see, the dimensions on this. It is 8 inches by 4 inches. So, you know, this comes in, I'm guessing this is like 8 ounces. So the trade-off for weight is minimal. I think the opportunity here is that this simplifies the oil cooling for the engine. Maybe not all airplanes will be able to, or all designs will be able to take advantage of this. I'm going to mount this centrally at the bottom of the firewall, where we've got some bigger pieces of angled aluminum that are perfect for mounting this. A couple of fittings. So I've got a straight fitting, and then I'll mount that on here, up off the engine. I've got a couple of fittings here that I'm going to put in. Should be pretty straightforward. Excuse me. And got this this push-on hose. This is rugged hose. The other thing, talking to the guys now, I got these over at Bailing Racing in Butler, Wisconsin. So any racing shop should probably have that. This is stuff they use in the race cars, and it fits on these press-on fittings. They don't even use a clamp or anything like that. This stuff gets on there and it just will not come off, from what they say. In fact, they use a hairdryer to warm this up, to soften it up. They push it on there. You got to hurry up and get it on, because once this stuff is on, it's on. So to me, again, that is an important factor in this. So it's really going to simplify the oil system for me. Fewer moving parts, right? You know, and I'll still go ahead and safety wire these, you know, just to be safe. It's a nice visual inspection. But there you have it. I'm going to swap out that oil cooler. For me, it's just been a challenge. It's worked fine in the past, but why not go with something that's already proven, and it simplifies the whole operation. I'm going to get to work on that, and I will share my progress with you. Well, I got the intake removed, and it's pretty obvious to see. I'm going to try and bring this up here so you can see what's going on. Separated from the epoxy there, and I've got a crack right there in the pipe. So previous concerns about, you know, earlier attempts to patch that, it's just wrong. It looks like this right here, if you can see that, so we can go out here maybe, it's wear and tear. This broke loose. Don't know why. I would assume, you know, oil, gas, just again wear and tear, and that broke loose. So very obviously the smoking gun. Okay, hey, you're still here. Well, got the tubing off, and just age. A lot of the epoxy had cracked off. Still have more to clean up. So, you know, works good. I'm curious. I wonder. I mean, I was getting excellent cooling, so my thought was that maybe the epoxy might insulate from the intake. Don't know, but there you have that. And for anyone interested, this tube, so I laid it out, straightened it out as I was pulling it off. Yeah, keeps on going, keeps on going. I measured it about 8.5 feet long. So if you're, again, if you don't have this on your engine and you're looking for the project, 8.5 feet of this aluminum tube. You should be able to get it at a hardware store. We have a store up here in Wisconsin called Nye's Hardware, so I'll drop in and see them. I think one of the guys on the field also has some spare aluminum tube. Might just talk to him about getting some. So nonetheless, progress continues.